Alright, lesser pouches, lesser trinkets. Demons, dragons, Naga, Quillbore, and Undead. This is exactly what we had last game. Weird. Oh, what to play? Let's go with Finley and see what we get. A little bit of random, never hurt anybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, we're going against Krampus. I saw it, Krampus.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
Okay, well, these kind of suck. I guess Reliquary Research isn't terrible. It's not amazing, but it's not the worst. So every 4th tavern spell we buy costs nothing.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Quillbore.
The battle is really raging out there.
That is a
It's good to get some mid-
lie, and we all know it. Evils. Now everybody in here is a real negative except for this guy. He's like, I wish for things. The Foxinator. Or it's like a Fox Exterminator. I don't know what that means. Krampus. Bad Ninja. Evils. Bad as in he's bad at the game, or bad as in evil? And everybody knows that rocks with that 2 X's, they're a stripper.
You can win this thing. Your minions really pulled their
Ooh. Wouldn't that be nice if that was free right now? Zesty Shaker Thermaturgist already, though? That's kind of big.
That one might make all the difference.
+2/+2. Get those permanent. We'll be freaking killing it.
You're doing great out there.
Why do you not have... whatever he got, he wanted a second copy of it, I guess.
You're good at this.
Oh, Strike Oil. Patient Scout Strike Oil? Sell it at tier 4? Is that the good tier 4? I think tier 4 is pretty solid for Naga. You can get the Slumbering Sorceress, Weary Mage, Slumbering Sorceress, or Corrupted Myrmidon, potentially. Yeah, let's do that. Buff that up. Give it another 3/3. It's pretty solid. Oh man, just scraped off a thing. No, hopefully my face doesn't start freaking bleeding again. Oh, I was like in the car and I picked up my face earlier. I felt like a scabby thing, and then all of a sudden I had a bunch of blood in my face, which is kind of I was like sitting next to a cop at the light, like wiping blood off my face. There's nothing to be concerned about. Look at the cop. You're like, yeah, don't worry about the body.
Really raging out there.
Enchanted Lasso. So the next tavern spell we buy is free. Let's do... No, that's lame. That is super good, though. Do I sell Patience? Just kidding. Can just steal one of the two that we want. Successfully. What are we going against? Naga in the next round. Grab Cryfowl for free. Alright, permanent 4/4. Those are ramping up pretty quick. Lesser Trinket. Oh yeah, we only get Lesser Trinkets. I just realized that we cannot get the Thaumaturgist Portrait. Weary Mage, or Weary Portrait is actually an option. Then Shaker Portrait's also greater. We are limited. We could get, no, that's, our greater options, I mean our lesser options are kind of butt. Guess we'll see. Reflective Pendant. That works. Another Thaumaturgist. I don't even know what he had. Thaumaturgist. Alright, well, that's a lot of Thaumaturgist spells. You know what? Let's... I'm just going to sell it off for the gold. So we can go tier 3, get a tier 4. Hopefully a Weary Mage. Nope. I don't even know. It's probably just the better option. Alright, let's do increase, increase. Probably should have put that on the dragon. Definitely would have been better to put those two upgrades on the poet for the turn. It's got Divine Shield, but hey, you know. There's a real good chance we triple another Thaumaturgist next turn. Another Zesty Shaker would be way better, but... If we can get an Amalgam... Let's see. Amalgam with either the Fire Scale Hoarder... I'm trying to think of a combo here. So the Deathrattle Naga, the Showy Cyclist, to give your Nagas 1/1. And if we pair that with Fire Scale Hoarder and Persistent Poet, or any Amalgam, we can give the Deathrattle buff permanently to, as my voice cracks, permanently to the alls, maybe? 3 tier 4, you know, let's go with the Goblin Wallet. Alright, let's hit that tier 5 and see what we get. Showy Cyclist. That's like 95% of what I was trying to do. So maybe an Enchanted Lasso with a refresh. I guess we'll save them. Alright, 2 12/12s. Cast 4/4. So that's already going to be 6/6 with the Persistent Poet to 2 minions permanently. But once we get... I don't know if it'll be better to keep Lava Lurker or better to just try and get a couple more Zesty Shakers and do that instead. If we get the Reflective Pendant, we can just wait until Poet gives us double, and then we can double the Showy Cyclist stats, get Reborn on that, maybe. I don't know. Got a lot of options here. Ooh. He's not doing too hot. I don't even know if he's gonna, like, make it to that. He's taking a full 10. He could be dead next turn. Without a field, he's gonna be dead next turn. He gets to probably up his tavern to 6 right now, if I had to guess. Another Thaumaturgist. Let's do that Weary Mage. Ooh. Oh, options, options, options. Alright, what do we have for options? For alls, I think we only have... I'm gonna need to go up a tier.
Let's step up our game.
Kind of want to just sell this. We can grab another spell, and then we can roll the dice on using the Enchanted Lasso, maybe. I don't think this one Lava Lurker is going to make that much of a difference. Plus, that's extra spells played this turn. I'm going to do that. Let's do that. Grab the coin. Just play it to get another spell played. It didn't work out, but that means we can have Thaumaturgist and the Mage on the field. Reinvigorate on him for the Reborn. And then 14-14. So we'll do 3-3. 14-14. That. And yeah, you know what? Let's make him huge. That's going to give 8-8 to our Naga. Reborn and do it a second time. If it kills itself, which it's going to. And it'll do it again. So we're bigger than he is. She worked out very well. And maybe? Perfect. What, 15? That is 15 damage. Ooh, she lived through the turn. Barely. Another Showy Cyclist. That's fantastic. Right, we have to get the Dragon Naga for the Tavern spell. Or an All. An All's probably easier to get if we go up a Tavern tier. Or not. Well, you would think that it would have been easier. Apparently not. Let's get rid of one Thaumaturgist. The second Showy Cyclist out. Reinvigorate. And I suppose we could have done the pointy arrow too. Next one's free, so we'll buy an expensive Tavern spell because it's free next time. Honestly, this is just kind of one of those things where you just forget it exists. It's impactful, but I don't know. I feel like it's not something that I would be intentionally like seeking to activate the effect of over and over again. By the way, now that it's not super bright, who likes the where's my hand? This whole triple stack cat gate thing we got going on here. It's what keeps them out of the office, but lets the air conditioning in. Yes, I could put an air conditioning in the window. Then you guys wouldn't be able to hear me. Air conditioners are obnoxious, and our apartment gets very warm. That's what I want. I want the Fire Skill Hoarder. Ah, look at that. It's beautiful. Let him die again and again. And now we are too big to stop. He's out. Just in time for his minions to not be able to clear us out. I wonder if that puts us in the top 4 right now. It's a lot of people that could die. Oh, Hook Tusk made it through. Who'd you take out? Ooh. Yeah, but they pick at these doors. These are, like, solid, so they can't just be super abrasive and get through them. Come on, give us an all. Why is that so difficult? Well, I guess that works. Show me some Nagas. And Zesty Shaker for the triple. Probably should have played some spells on him first. That's alright. Still not using this Persistent Poet yet. Apparently I'm just not going to get an all-type minion. Titus Rivendare for the double Deathrattle. Could get Oozling Gladiator, double Taunt instead. Actually, Oozling? No. It was worth a shot. Down the field. Oozling Gladiator. Taunt, taunt. Ooh, Arid Atrocity. Yep. Failed to play the spells, but it's alright. That is a permanent 50-50. Permanent 72-72. Ugh, barely. Oh, solid winning streak until that point, too. Get one triple on the Showy Cyclist. That would work, too. Another Titus. Actually, we could just do Tavern spells instead of the Naga spells, even though these two are actually a pretty good combo. Anything works with the Zesty Shaker, though. Yeah, let's sell the Thaumaturgist. Honestly, Reborn would work better with the... or that. Make one of them... Oh, tier 4 and below, I'm an idiot. That works for the Poet, though. Let's do that. Triple on Titus. That is going to be a triple on the Showy Cyclist. I mean, I can kind of stack it, I guess, for the time being, anyway. I don't really want to do the Evoker, though. I'd rather another all-type minion. So we can get the effect of the Naga. Doesn't look like we're going to have that luxury, though. That works. Let's do this. Come on. Give us an all-type. One more shot. No dice. It's alright. He'll get first attack. 12-12. Tripled. 144-144. Again. With a permanent 216. We still took damage cap. But I think that puts us in the top 4. Another all-type minion would have been kind of perfect. Yeah, showy cyclist, the triple. That's also nice. Get permanent divine shield. Yeah, I absolutely need another all-type minion.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Or the fire scale hoarder. English is hard. Strike oil, which is free. Get reborn on the showy cyclist. There it is, Weary Mage. And I'm gonna leave Weary Mage on the field. Get 2 extra copies of the Deathrattle for now.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Medina, put that there. Give the showy cyclist reborn, and I'll give the fire scale hoarder reborn. The Nadina is going to give the permanent divine shield to both of these, and then we can get rid of Nadina for something better. Ooh, kind of need to play some tavern spells. We're either going to win or lose. I think our field is solid. I don't know if that 44-44 is going to be enough to take us out. No, we got 557, 557 in one turn. We just ramped that up by like 300. Yeah. We just turned that around in a turn, and that is permanent increase on those now. 17, he's barely alive. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the ridiculousness that is this combo, be sure to subscribe and comment. Let me know how much you enjoyed this match. Corrupted Cupcakes. Let's see. One cost. Could have bought a more expensive one. That was kind of dumb. Granted, we have 18 gold now, so... why not? 1, 2, 3... We can get rid of the Nadina now as well. She's useless. Another showy cyclist would be massive. We can just leave the Weary Mage on the field forever now. We just got to give him the reborn. That 2 more fire skill hoarders works, I guess. Sell her, grab both.
That'll do some damage.
Triple.
That's a great play. I can't wait to see this shake out.
You know what? I guess that works. It's going to be a lot of tavern spells for the Evoker to buff him up with. Alright, so right off the bat, 366, 366. Let's see what that ends up being right away. $606, 810. We have over 1,000 on that Aerotrocity. That almost doubles with just the tightest Rivendare mixed with the Naga. A whole bunch of tavern spells. That's just going to be a ton of spells played. Reflected Pendant, maybe we get another Aerotrocity. And we're in the top 2.
You're good at this.
Another Aerotrocity, that is a triple. I don't know really how this worked out as well as it has, but I'm not going to complain. Let's get the Reborn on the Showy Cyclist. We only need to win 1 round, so let's just... I'm going to search for another Showy Cyclist, I think.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
What do we got? Come on, give us a... We have so much gold to search for a Showy Cyclist. Actually, I'm going to sell the Weary Mage, play another one, so that we can potentially do that with a Showy Cyclist. Come on. Could just go with a Leroy. I think Leroy's probably the play. As much as I want the Showy Cyclist.
Down a minion and up a goal. Leroy Jenkins.
Nothing. All right.
Let's see if
I think that Leroy will do the trick. Oh yeah, took out one of his biggest minions right away. He does have the Fellfire. Come on. Oh yeah. Stat gain again. 1500, 1500. Yeah, we take him out. Look at that. This strategy worked out overall. Huge win. See, it was in the mind and it worked out. That was a Deathrattle, Naga, Dragon, Deathrattle, Reborn build thing. For first.